Morning. Today is Sunday. It is the first day of the week. It is 8:30 in the morning. Tomorrow I am having surgery. I am going to a dentist to get 4 implants. So I just wanted to let everyone know that for the next few days starting tomorrow, I will be recovering, so you probably won't be seeing any content. I just wanted to let all my fans know. Today is a great Sunday. It's a great start to the week. Rise and grind early in the morning. Getting my first episode for this week out. It's my second overall. Wish me well. I think I'm going to do great. As always, please provide me any feedback so I can become better and use it as a learning opportunity so I can make better content and make improvements so I can satisfy the fans. The first topic for today, how about those Dodgers? They beat Philadelphia. It was a great series. The last game, they won in 11 innings and overtime. It was great watching it. I think the Dodgers are going to beat Milwaukee, and I think they're going to win the World Series. It's been a great, interesting experience watching the Dodgers this postseason. Go Dodgers. Topic number 2 for today. I'm an avid cigar lover. Actually, tonight, I'm going to go up to Don Cristo Cigar Bar, smoke a cigar, just relax, kind of clear my mind, focus on my vision, get in the zone, have a good time, kind of have a little bit of mix and balance with everything. It's always great just smoking a nice cigar on the porch or at a cigar bar, breathing in the smoke, just clearing your mind. There's just nothing like it. It's just the power of getting in the zone. It feels great. It's unreal. If you're not a cigar lover, I totally get it. Not everyone likes cigars. Me and a lot of my friends, we love cigars. I'm not addicted to tobacco. When I want to smoke a cigar, I can. When I don't have to. So that's a great feeling as well. Having the freedom and the power of control over your life, that's how you win and dominate in life. Never become dependent or addicted to anything in life. Have the freedom and the power of controlling your life, and it will take you a long way. That is the message for today. Freedom and the power of controlling your day. It is very important to success. Topic number 3 for today. Wanted to talk about the freedom and the libertarian mindset. It is very crucial to success. I am a person that believes strongly in personal freedom and the protection of constitutional rights and liberties. That is why I have a libertarian mindset and philosophy. Live and let live. What may work for me, what may not work for someone else. I believe in limited, small government, and I also believe in the protection of personal freedoms and liberties. That is my philosophy. I totally understand some people may have different philosophies, and I have friends that don't see eye to eye with me on everything, and that is okay. I still treat them the same. I treat everyone the same. I love everyone. And that's what's great about life. You get to meet and connect and experience with different people with different mindsets and perspectives. And it helps you to become better. It helps you to grow. And sometimes it adjusts your thinkings and philosophies and issues as well. Sometimes it doesn't. But it's always great having a great conversation with someone. Topic number 4. very concerned with the lack of economic opportunity in Michigan for millennials and Gen Zs. I'm a millennial myself. This economy and the economy for the past like 10, 15, 20 years has just not been good. People need to come together and we need to find ways to create more economic opportunity so young people can thrive and be successful and be able to buy investment properties and build the real estate empires like I want to do. That is something I am very concerned about. We have to take our country's economic policies very seriously, and we have to focus on building long-term economic success through low tax and pro-growth policies. We have to get our economy going so our nation's young people like me can build real estate investment empires and live the lives of their dreams and be very successful. I also would like to hear perspectives from other people regarding this issue on how best they feel the economy needs to be stimulated, especially among Gen Z and millennials. If you have a different perspective from me, it's totally okay. I love hearing perspectives from different people. We have to get the economy going. Economic growth and job opportunities. When the economy is thriving, people are spending money, they're supporting local small businesses, and everyone is just happier. When people have money, they can save, they can invest, they can build business empires. When people are struggling, it's a lot harder to do that. It still can be done. You just have to be persistent, dedicated, and focused on the vision. And I also want to expand on a topic that I talked about in my first episode. I did discuss that in the future, I had a goal of moving half the year to Southern California and Orange County around the Los Angeles area, and then half the year, 6 months in Tennessee. I want to expand on that a little bit. So, step number one for that, within the next 3 years, my first property I would buy in the state of Tennessee, in Williamson County, around the Brentwood/Franklin area. And the reason for that is Tennessee has a no state income tax, so I would establish primary residency in the state of Tennessee, so I would not have to pay state income tax. And then once I really get thriving in Tennessee, I would buy my second home in California in Orange County, and I would split the year between the two states. The reason why I would not do California first is because I do not want to have primary residency in the state of California, because California has like a 13% income tax. The taxes in California are outrageous, whereas Tennessee is a low tax, low growth state. The reason for the mix is I think California is going to lower taxes in the future. The cost of living in California has gone really high. People on both sides there are not happy with the economic situation in California. California is still a great overall state with weather, climate, the people, the motivation, being around people who are successful from a multitude of different areas in life. But the cost of living has gone a little bit unchecked. So the people of California, they want to lower the taxes, but still the taxes are way too high. So on my end, it makes sense to have primary residency in the state of Tennessee, so I don't have to pay any income tax to the state government in Tennessee. And that is very important because you have to look at things from a financial perspective. You have to look, okay, this is what I want to do, but this makes the best sense of how I'm going to do it. And another thing that I love about Tennessee is there is so much opportunity for growth in the Nashville area. Just in the last 10 years alone, there has been so much economic opportunity and expansion in the Nashville area, but it's only continuing. Like 5 years ago when I went to Nashville, some of the areas that are now suburban, they used to be rural farmlands, and it's going to continue. The expansion of the Nashville suburbs and the exurbs, it's only going to continue to go out further because Nashville, it's a low tax, low growth state, high opportunity, great jobs, low taxes, great nightlife, great schools, great parks, just a lot of great opportunity. And that makes a difference for people. People are excited about Tennessee. I'm excited about Tennessee. I think Tennessee is a great state. I love visiting Tennessee, where two of my best friends, Ramon and Rodrigo Sotelo, they live in Brentwood. I always love visiting them. It's a great area. It's where I eventually plan to live myself. Another topic I wanted to expand on from my first episode of Rob's Cast, I am looking for serious real estate investment capital partners. I have been wanting to get into real estate for a couple of years. I am working on personal development, investing in myself, making more money, doing all the right things with my mindset and work ethic. The biggest problem for me is for the real estate investment projects that I want to do, I don't have enough capital. So I am looking for capital partners to help me out with my first real estate deal. So if this is something that would interest you, please leave a comment down below or reach out to me directly and we can have that conversation. My message to prospective investors, yes, I am 25 years old, but I am motivated, dedicated, and committed. And I promise you that I will do my very best to make the most money on your investment as possible and also make money for me. So it will be a mutually beneficial partnership. I understand I'm young, it's my first deal, but if you take a chance on me, you won't be disappointed. I'm a hard worker, I'm a good man, I'm committed, I'm dedicated, and I want greatness. And if I make a couple mistakes, I have a growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset. I will take home the valuable lesson and I will learn from it. That is my message to prospective investors. Take a chance on me and you will win big. I am the man. I will make you a lot of money. I will also build an empire. I'm not an amateur. I'm committed to what I want to do. I am the man. I'm not perfect. We all make mistakes, but I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm developing, and that's my message. The biggest area of improvement that I would like to see in my life, and I talked about in my first episode of Rob's Cast, is my fitness and my diet. I'm very good with my fitness routine. I get in at least one exercise a day. I strive to get two, but at the minimum, I'm at least getting in one hour session of exercise a day. The biggest area of improvement is I have to get better with my diet. And this week, I have been better with my diet, but it's the one area in my life where I need to be more consistent. And I'm looking for a partner that is going to hold me accountable with my diet so I can lose 20 pounds of belly fat and also have a little bit more energy and feel better. I do have a lot of energy. I attack the day with intensity. But as I said yesterday, I did an analysis on my life, and this is an area where I can improve. I like to eat too much authentic Mexican food, too much Mexican dessert, and all of that. And look, it's great. It tastes good, but I abuse it. I have to get better at my diet, and I have to eat healthier. Another thing I wanted to add on. Be about continuous improvement. That is the biggest philosophy of a growth mindset. You have to be constantly analyzing your life, and you have to look for opportunities where you can improve. And when you make observations like I just did on Rob's cast, that's a great thing. That's a growth mindset. That's not being overly critical. You got to look at your life, attack each day with a passion and authority so you can become the best version of yourself. As I said in my first episode, today is my worst day. Tomorrow is going to be a better day. You have to live by that mindset 365 days a year. You have to find ways to become 1% better each and every day, 365 days a year, no matter what. It's not that hard. You just got to become better at one or two things. You don't have to become better at 100 things. Just find one or two things. Oh, I need to get better at this. I need to get better at this. And those small wins, they compound like interest daily. They keep stacking up. They keep stacking up. And 2 years from now, you're going to be like, oh my God, I've made so much progress. That's what it's got to be like. It's got to be a consistency and a discipline thing. You can't become overwhelmed. You got to look at the small picture and build it piece by piece. And that's how you get the bigger picture. That's how you win in life. That's how you grow. That's how you develop. I talk about this in my daily videos, but I'm going more in depth with it with my podcast. You have to look at the small picture, but also keep the bigger picture in mind, but not as much. Focus on building the small ones first, and then once you see that small picture, just really focus on building that big picture. You got to build brick by brick, small win by small win, goal by goal. That is how you win. It's okay. At the beginning, it's going to look overwhelming. And when I first started on this journey back in 2021, it was foreign to me. I fell off a cliff sometimes. It's okay. Get back up. I made some mistakes. It's part of the process. And if this is new to you, it's okay. Stick with it. It gets easier. You got to have discipline. You got to be willing to make sacrifices. And you got to believe in yourself. And you just got to stick with it. Life is hard. Life is a journey. Adversity is part of the process. Adversity makes you stronger. And you just got to fight through it. I've gone through a lot of adversity in my life. I've made mistakes, but I've learned from them. I've grown from them. I've developed from them. And that is what matters. As long as you're learning from your mistakes, that's what matters. It only becomes a problem if you're making mistakes over and over again and not learning from them. And I want to expand on that real quick. Back in my younger years, when I was a teenager, that was the problem with my life. I was making mistakes, but I was making the same mistakes over and over again. And that is why back then I was not thriving, I was not growing, I was not developing. I had a bad friendship circle, bad everything in my life, and that's why I was not successful. And that's why 4 or 5 years ago, I made the decision to have a reset in my life, clean out my circle, change my mindset, develop new friendships, and just focus on investing in myself and becoming the best version of myself, going to business conferences, connecting and growing with people, expanding my circle with like-minded people, and having friends that pushed me to become better, have a good moral compass. They provide me with constructive criticism to help me grow, but they also support my overall vision. And they're people that I can trust, and they're not going to backstab me in the back. And I don't have to have restless nights worrying about, hey, is this person going to betray me today? And that's a great feeling in life. I want to be clear about this. You have to have a circle that you can trust and that pushes you to become better. If you have a circle that is chaotic, destructive, and lacks trust, you will not move anything with that circle. You won't move a mountain. You won't move a frog. You won't move anything. Focus on building your circle that will make you become a winner and a champion. That is the key to success in life. I advise you today to seriously take a look at your circle and make sure that you have the right circle around you. Because I can tell you from personal experience that if you do not have the right circle around you, you will not become a winner and a champion. And my message to you today is, if your circle is not where it needs to be, I would remove the bad, negative, toxic influences from your circle, and over time, new and better people will replace those old people. I've done it many times. I've made mistakes. Even recently, there's been a couple of people that I've had in my circle, and they just weren't in alignment with my values. So I made the decision to end the friendship and remove them from my circle. And it is the best feeling on the planet. If you want to become a champion and a winner and a highly successful entrepreneur, you have to make the hard, calculated decisions, or else that dream, that vision, it's not going to happen. Another topic I wanted to discuss today, I kind of talked about it earlier, my health and fitness. For the next few months of the year, I'm going to be in a fitness challenge with myself. The goal is for me to lose 20 pounds of belly fat so I can look better in the mirror, have more energy, and get even more out of my day. Yes, I'm already getting a lot out of my day, and I have a lot of energy, but I'm too fat. My weight and my body mass index is not where I want it to be. So for the next quarter of the year, I'm really going to focus on my diet and my health and fitness so I can get in better shape. I just wanted to let everyone know I practice what I preach. I'm not perfect. I fall short here and there. Everyone does. but I am striving to be the best I can possibly be. That is what I'm about. I live by that daily. I'm all about continuous improvement, being about growth and finding ways to get better. And I hope you are as well. That is the key to success in life. You can't be stationary. You gotta have a vision. You gotta shoot for the stars. You gotta go for the moon. Have the mindset like you want to explore Mars. Think big. Don't think small. Thinking small is for the average people. Thinking big, that is for the extraordinary people. You gotta have a growth mindset. If you don't believe in yourself, it's not gonna happen. Keep the faith. Keep the confidence. Yes, you're gonna have people in your family, people from the outside, they're gonna tell you, tone it down with your vision. That's not realistic. Block out those people. Tell them, I am going to achieve my vision. And just put in the work, keep believing, keep investing in yourself. That's how you have to live. You have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how are you going to have other people believe in you? You have to make yourself look lucrative, attractive, and you have to know how to sell yourself. That's why I tell all my family and friends, it is so important that you learn how to public speak, you know how to communicate, and you know how to sell yourself. Because if you can sell in life, you can create your dream life. Selling is a very important skill, and it needs to be taught to kids more in school because it is a tool that you can use for personal and economic success. I am all about personal development and just helping people become the best version of themselves. I love doing what I do. I don't do it for the views, I don't do it for the attention. I am like this on camera with everyone I know. I love talking to new people. I love hearing their side of the story. And I love giving advice to people to help them grow and develop and become a better version of themselves. And I hope someone watching this video right now has the same passion as me. I love creating mini me's and people that carry on the mission and carry on the legacy. Because it's a great impact. I love making a difference on the community. I love helping and serving the community, supporting great local restaurants when I travel. It's just great seeing people smiling and being happy that you're supporting the restaurant or you're supporting the business or that you're recognizing them for their efforts. A lot of the times when I receive something, I'm happy. But when I help someone in need and I see them smile, it makes me have $1,000,000 smile. There's just nothing like it in the world. Just making someone happy, making a difference, and helping someone out in need. It's just great giving back. And then my final topic for today, it's kind of a controversial topic. It's about the issue of law enforcement in this country. I've had mixed relationships with law enforcement in my life. I've had experiences with good cops, not so good cops, cops in the middle. I'm sure we all have. But the thing that I wanted to talk about is the concern with constitutional rights abuses by law enforcement. It's been a trend lately. It's not acceptable. I want to be clear. I don't think all cops are bad. I think there's good cops, but I think there's some corrupt cops recently who have been abusing people's constitutional rights, and that's not acceptable. And the solution to the problem is we have to hold our public officials and public servants accountable. We have to end qualified immunity, and that's what it is. Our public officials must be held accountable to the Constitution, and they have to protect constitutional rights. It's just very concerning, some of the videos I've seen and some of the sloppy mistakes that have been going on in law enforcement. It's not acceptable. The public wants better. We fund law enforcement. They have to serve and represent all people, no matter what their beliefs are. And that's my message. I hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of Rob's Cast. It was a true, genuine, and honest conversation today. I truly enjoyed this conversation early on a Sunday morning, and I would love to hear your feedback, any constructive criticism, just so I can grow and develop and become better at having a conversation with my podcast with the people in the future. I genuinely love having this podcast. I love talking, I love interacting with people, and I hope everyone has a great Sunday. God bless. Be safe. Have a great day.